everyone, today I'm going to be taking the Myers-Briggs personality test, also this known as like the 16 personalities test, also known as the mbti personalities test. Basically it's just like 16 personalities that this person came up with based on a bunch of things. If you don't know what it is, I'll like leave a link. I haven't taken this in like a little over a year, and I was really curious to see if the personality type would be the same or different, because I feel like I've changed in that little over a year, so I don't know, I'm kind of excited to see if I get the same results. And I took it before like another time as well in like the 8th grade, and I remember I got the same results both times, so who knows, only time will tell. I just figured that this is like fun for you to get to know me better and such, so both these are like fun. And if you know your personality type, please comment it. I will be very happy to see what you are. We can vibe together. So basically this test just asks you like a series of questions, and you have to say whether you strongly agree, like just normal agree, somewhat agree, neutral, somewhat disagree, disagree, or strongly disagree. This video might be really long, I'm not sure. If it is, this is just my warning that it's gonna be long. And if it's not that long, then Danny, cut this out. The first question is, you enjoy vibrant social events with lots of people? No. I'm gonna say I don't strongly disagree. Okay, the lots of people part, I do disagree. Yeah, lots of people, I don't like that. So I'm strongly disagreeing actually. Next question, you often spend time exploring unrealistic yet intriguing ideas. Yeah, I do that a lot. I'll just like think about something that I like really want to do, and it'll be like really not achievable, but I'll think about it. Your travel plans are more likely to look like a rough list of ideas than a detailed itinerary. It really depends on the trip. Like, I won't be so disorganized to the point where I'm like a mess, but I won't be completely organized to the point where like every hour is accounted for in some way. So I'm gonna say neutral. It's like you shouldn't answer neutral that much, but I'm like genuinely neutral there. You often think about what you should have said in a conversation long after it has taken place. Strongly agree. I agree. I agree. I strongly agree.
I agree. I agree. I strongly agree.
Try not to make that reference a million times in this video. If your friend is sad about something, your first instinct is to support them emotionally, not try to solve their problem. I'm gonna slightly disagree with that. People can rarely upset you. That's a big old strongly disagree. Wow, we are 10% through the quiz. You often rely on other people to be the ones to start a conversation and keep it going. I'm gonna somewhat agree with that. If you have to temporarily... This is a reading test. If you have to temporarily put your plans on hold, you make sure it is your top priority to get back on track as soon as possible. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna say I strongly agree. You rarely worry if you have made a good impression on someone you met. Strongly disagree. I'm worried about everything. It would be a challenge for you to spend the whole weekend all by yourself without feeling bored. No, I disagree with that. That's not difficult. Queen of stuttering, Jesus. You are more of a detail-oriented than a big picture person. Yeah, I'm pretty perfectionistic. Like, if something is slightly wrong, I definitely know and can't just overlook it. So I'm just gonna say I agree. You are very affectionate with people you care about. I wish I was more, so I'm gonna say slightly agree. Slightly. You have a careful and methodical approach to life. Yeah, I agree. You are still bothered by the mistakes you made a long time ago. Strongly agree. At parties and similar events, you can mostly be found farther away from the action. Yeah, well, it depends on what the action is. If the action is like If the action is dancing, then I'm like, I'm right there. But if it's anything other than dancing, I'm gonna slightly agree. You often find it difficult to relate to people who let their emotions get to them. That is a strongly disagree. When looking for a movie to watch, you can spend ages browsing the catalog. I struggle making a decision like that, so I'm gonna say slightly agree. You can stay calm under a lot of pressure. I disagree with that. If I'm at work and I'm under a lot of pressure, like, I'll just go in the back and like scream really loud and then just go back to work. When in a group of people you do not know, you have no problem jumping right into their conversation. Obviously it depends what it's about, but people you do not know, I disagree with that. When you sleep, your dreams tend to be bizarre and fantastical. Isn't everyone's? Speaking of dreams, I had a dream with Wanu in it the other day, and we were going skiing, and he sat by me on the bus. That was a good dream. I'm just gonna agree with that. In your opinion, it is sometimes okay to step on others to get ahead in life? I disagree with that. I strongly disagree with that. You are dedicated and focused on your goals, only rarely getting sidetracked. Strongly agree. If you make a mistake, you tend to start doubting yourself, your abilities, or your knowledge. That's a strongly agree. When at a social event, you rarely try to introduce yourself to new people and mostly talk to the ones you already know. Yeah, if I know people there, I absolutely will not talk to anyone new. You usually lose interest in a discussion when it gets philosophical. Strongly disagree. Tell me about your thoughts on death. You would never let yourself cry in front of others. Disagree. I've done that many times. You feel more drawn to places with a bustling and busy atmosphere than more quiet and intimate ones. That's like kind of hard because I'm drawn to like cafes and stuff, and obviously there's like usually people in the cafe, but I don't like parties and stuff. So I'm just gonna say slightly disagree. You like discussing different views and theories on what the world could look like in the future. Strongly agree. When it comes to making life-changing choices, you mostly listen to your heart rather than your head. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. I like to think I use my head just as much, but it's like I'm definitely guided by my heart. Cannot imagine yourself dedicating your life to the study of something that you cannot see, touch, or experience. No. Disagree. Ooh, we're halfway done. Wow. Okay, next question. You usually prefer to get your revenge rather than forgive. Strongly disagree. You often make decisions on a whim. This is kind of hard because it depends on the decision. Obviously, if it's something minor, then I guess I could make a decision on a whim. But usually it's more thought out and stuff. So I'm gonna say slightly disagree. The time you spend by yourself often ends up being more interesting and satisfying than the time you spend with other people. Yeah, I agree with that. I can't disappoint anyone else if it's just me. I can disappoint myself, but that's not as big of a deal as disappointing someone else, if that makes sense. You often put special effort into interpreting the real meaning or message of a song or movie. Yes, strongly agree. You always know exactly what you want. In any given moment, I might know, but that could change from exactly what I wanted a month ago may not be the same as exactly what I want right now. I don't know, I'm saying neutral, I'm sorry. You rarely think back on the choices you made and wonder what you could have done differently. Strongly disagree. When in a public place, you usually stick to quieter and less crowded areas. Yeah. Agree. You tend to focus on present realities rather than future possibilities. No. I'm usually always in the future at some point. You often have a hard time understanding other people's feelings. Strongly disagree. I'm way too empathetic. When starting to work on a project, you prefer to make as many decisions up front as possible. Yeah, Yeah, I would say I do that. When you know someone thinks highly of you, you also wonder how long it will be until they become disappointed in you. Strongly agree. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation. No. I don't strongly disagree, I just regularly disagree. You often drift away into daydreaming about various ideas or scenarios. I definitely do that a lot. You look after yourself first and others come in second. Not really, no. I slightly disagree. Even, actually, I'm gonna be neutral on that. Oops. Even when you have planned a particular daily routine, you usually just end up doing what you feel like at any given moment. No. Yeah, I don't do that. Your mood can change very quickly. Often contemplate the reasons for human existence or the meaning of life. You often talk about your own feelings and emotions. Yeah, sure. It depends on the person, but you have got detailed education or career development plans stretching several years into the future. Yeah, you rarely dwell on your regrets. Strongly disagree. Spending time in a dynamic atmosphere with lots of people around quickly makes you feel drained and in need of a getaway. Strongly agree. You see yourself as more of a realist than a visionary. No, I'm gonna disagree with that. You find it easy to empathize with a person who has gone through something you never have. Yeah, strongly agree. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than to organized and consistent efforts. Strongly disagree. Okay, we're on the last one, I think. Your emotions control you more than you control them. Yeah, after a long and exhausting week, a fun party is just what you need. Strongly disagree. You frequently find yourself wondering how technological advancement could change everyday life. Not really. Disagree. You always consider how your actions might affect other people before doing something. I try to. I don't know if I succeed, so I'm just gonna say slightly agree. Still honor the commitments you have made even if you have a change of heart. See, that's rough. I'm gonna say I slightly disagree. I don't know. I don't know what this could be like referring to specifically, but mostly I would say I slightly disagree. You rarely feel insecure. That is a strong disagree. See results. Oh god. Okay. Okay. This is actually really funny because this is the same personality type that I've had every single time I've taken this test. I got the advocate, or infj-t. I'm 83% introverted, 17% extroverted, 76% intuitive, 24% observant, 78% feeling, 22% thinking, 71% judging, 29% prospecting, 97% turbulent, and 3% assertive. 3%? Bruh. Let's start reading about my personality. Introduction. Treat people as if they were what they ought to be, and you help them to become what they are capable of being. Okay. The advocate personality type is very rare, making up less than 1% of the population, but they nonetheless leave their mark on the world. Ooh! 3 quirky 5U. Okay, let's go. Advocates have an inborn sense of idealism and morality, but what sets them apart is that they are not idle dreamers. These individuals are capable of taking concrete steps to realize their goals and make a lasting positive impact. People with this personality type tend to see helping others as their purpose in life. Advocates can often be found engaging in rescue efforts and doing charity work. However, their real passion is to get to the heart of the issue so that people need not be rescued at all. Okay, that is actually really accurate. That is really accurate. Oh my god. This is scary. I feel like I am being like, this is like scarily accurate. I feel like this is so spot on to me that it's like crazy how it could apply to more people, you know? Anyway, it says, advocates indeed share a unique combination of traits. Though soft-spoken, they have very strong opinions and will fight tirelessly for an idea they believe in. They are decisive and strong-willed, but will rarely use that energy for personal gain. Advocates will act with creativity, imagination, conviction, and sensitivity, not to create an advantage, but to create balance. Egalitarianism and karma are very attractive ideas to advocate personalities. These types tend to believe that nothing would help the world so much as using love and compassion to soften the hearts of tyrants. Yeah, so true, so true. Advocates find it easy to make connections with others. They have a talent for warm, sensitive language, speaking in human terms rather than with pure logic and fact. It makes sense that their friends and colleagues will come to think of them as quite extroverted personality types. However, they would all do well to remember that advocates need time alone to decompress and recharge and not to become too alarmed when they suddenly withdraw. Advocates take great care of others' feelings and they expect the favor to be returned. Sometimes that means giving them the space they need for a few days. Okay, this is the last bit. Really though, it is most important for people with the advocate personality type to remember to take care of themselves. The passion of their conviction is perfectly capable of carrying them past their breaking point. If their zeal gets out of hand, they can find themselves exhausted, unhealthy, and stressed. This becomes especially apparent when advocates find themselves up against conflict and criticism. Their sensitivity forces these personalities to do everything they can to evade these seemingly personal attacks. So true. When the circumstances are unavoidable, however, they can fight back in highly irrational, unhelpful ways. To advocates, the world is a place full of inequity, but it doesn't have to be. No other personality type is better suited to create a movement to right a wrong, no matter how big or small. Advocates just need to remember that while they're busy taking care of the world, they need to take care of themselves too. Some advocates you may know. Martin Luther King, Nelson Mandela, Mother Teresa, Marie Kondo, Lady Gaga. Atticus Finch from To Kill a Mockingbird. That is so nice. Well, there is a ton more information about my personality type, but I'm gonna leave it at that and you can like do your own research if you'd like. I do want to see, because I know it's like kind of popular for idols to take these quizzes, you know, and see which personality type they are, so I really want to see what members of groups are like my same personality, you know. Let's look at twice mbti. I feel like surely they've taken it right now. It says that ESFJ is Dahyun, Momo is ISFP, Sana is ENFP. Oh, it says that Mina is my same personality. That is so funny because Mina is my bias in twice. Huh. Interesting. So Mina was my same personality type in twice. Now let's see 17 mbti. Okay, so I think, oh, this is from Going 17. Interesting. Okay. Okay, there are 3 with my personality type. INFJs are Wonu, Uji, and Minghao. My bias is Wonu. And Uji, Minghao, and Hoshi are my bias wreckers. like chills. That is so cool. Is that like, am I like making this a bigger deal than it needs to be? I don't know. That's like really cool, right? I'm like so, aww, Uji, Wonu, and Minghao. That makes me so happy. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. I know it's probably a bit long, so I'm sorry. Yeah, definitely let me know your personality type in the comments. I'll be happy to vibe with you. Thanks for watching. Bye.